Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Okay, Put a Ring on It. This is a new show for me. This is my first season watching Put a Ring on It. I got into this show because one of my YouTube friends, Abby Reviews, we review what is that? Love is Blind, and Love is Blind is out. And me and Abby will be reviewing Love is Blind on Wednesdays. Side note. But I got into watching Love is Blind and The Ultimatum, and we were talking about it. She's like, "Girl, you over there watching on white people on Netflix? Come over here and watch Put a Ring on It on OWN. It's the same show but black people." And I was like, "Okay, I'll watch it next season." So that's why I'm here. And then, I'm a part of the Kamisha Reviews crew. So Kamisha reviews the show, and I like being on the panels, and I'm already on Ready to Love. So I'm like, okay, I'll watch Put a Ring on It so I could talk on the panel as well. Cool. This is why I'm here. Put a ring on it. Let me say this about the concept of the show so we can get this out the way. I don't believe in the concept of I need to decide if I really want to get married to you or not. So let's date other people. Let's go out there and see if I can find something that I'm missing in you and someone else, and see if what I'm missing in you, if it's really in someone else. Do I really want what's missing, or do I want to be with you? Like, I don't agree in that concept. Hey, I'm trying to say y'all names and I'm mashing them together. Hey, Davion. Hey, Evito. Welcome back. I don't believe in the concept of trying to find things in other people to see if I really want to be with you. I feel like if I'm already at the step of I need to date around to see if you're really what I want, then I'm not ready to get married. I need to put the ring thought back on the back burner because I'm still ready to date, not ready for marriage. So the concept of the show throws me off, but hey, it's the concept. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is week 2. Oh, second disclaimer. I live in the Memphis area. If you were anywhere in the Memphis area last night, it was storming its ass off. So, I put everything on the DVR because I am the fast forward queen. I like to fast forward. I say that to say when it's storming, pieces of the episode got fuzzy and cut off due to the storm. So I'm only talking about the sections that I saw. Hopefully next week it'll record the whole way through. But anyway, Chance and Dunbar are doing the utmost. The utmost. And I'm going to get into them last. Up first, let's get into Jasha and Joya. The girl he went on a date with, I missed. That was a part of the storm, so that's why I'm getting them out of the way first. I loved her orange dress. I really did. I caught about 2 seconds of their conversation, but when it comes to Jasha and Joya, these are people in their upper 30s. I believe they said Jasha was 40. Jasha doesn't have any kids, but Joya has one, and she's pressed to have another one. Look, I understand if you really want to have another baby, and that as a woman, it's just a biological thing of it's safer to have the baby closer to 36 than 46. So I understand. I understand Joya's rush. But the Angie in me is like, well, girl, you already got one baby. Travel the world. Like, I don't know. Everyone is different. Some people grew up feeling like they wanted to have 5-6 kids, and they really like take the Whitlows over there in Huntsville. It ain't no damn way we both got a baby. Both of these boys are in high school, but I just want to have one more. I just want no. I'm getting ready to put y'all in college, like, and I'm getting ready to travel the world, like. The empty nest feeling, like this is my second year in my empty nest. My son is off in college. It's the best feeling in the world. Like, that's the only reason I got to get these floor seats at the Beyonce concert. Like if my son was still in high school and I still was paying all them football dues and going to all these football camps, I wouldn't have been able to go see Beyonce sitting on the floor. I'd be all the way up in the $100 tickets in the top of the arena. I just love my emptiness. I love being able to get up and be like, oh, y'all want to go to Vegas next weekend? Okay, girl, let's get our flights. Let's go. Like I love that. So I don't know, but everybody is not me. But Jaysha and Joya, let's just move them on out the way because the storm cut out a big part of their storyline, and I don't really even know what the issue is. I agree, but I think it's more entertaining. The other two couples seem blah. At least they giving us something to talk about. Yeah, this comps. Oh, we don't say that word, Davion. So I'm just gonna take that comment down. I don't even know what the correct word is. Can you say special? I don't know. Please don't come attack me. But I know we don't say the R word. I wonder what Chance's secret is. Is Chance the one with the secret? Dunbar is the one in tears next week with a secret. I can't wait to. It better not be no foolishness, or I promise you I'm turning TV off. Because he is up here giving a good old Iyanla Vanzant cry like he's about to put sound to his tears. Because you know Iyanla be like, put some sound to that. What does that cry sound like? It looked like he's about to tell his deepest, darkest secret. It better not be no bullshit. But we're going to see. That's a good cliffhanger. Joya needs to move around. That dude don't want kids. Agreed. I wouldn't want any either. But you got to find a partner. Like if you want kids, you have to find, like you can't sit around hoping someone is going to change their mind on children when they say they don't want to have any more children or they don't want to have any children. It is what it is. Now, you know, there is a couple of, what's the girl, Jeannie Mize out there for where the right man, they might change. Bad. Okay. Jeannie Mize ain't had nothing to do with this. Why I put her in it? Let's move on. I feel you, Angie. It couldn't be me. I guess the Whitlows just want to have another child. I think the Whitlows just want to have another season on the show. But I'm telling you, nothing will get you fast forwarded quicker than a whole bunch of baby doctor visits, gender reveals, seeing you up in some stirrups. I'm telling you, the Whitlows gonna be they were on my fast forward list last season without the baby. Ricky is so lame. Let's talk about Ricky. Let's talk about him real quick because I did see that his date came out in her best. I don't know what the hell that lady had on, but I loved her red dreads. I love the fiery red color. It was beautiful. My thing with Ricky is you talking about my girlfriend got a problem with this. You know, I ain't got no baby mama drama, but she just got a little problem with this. He's like, oh, well, tell me what the problem is, because I don't do no baby mama drama. Me neither. Moving on. So he was like, it's not really a problem, but you know, she works in the nightlife and sometimes she works overnights and she might not come home to the next morning. And I have to spend the night on the couch with the kids, but I'm sleeping on the couch. And she looking like, and I'm looking at the TV like, your kids ain't got no bed in your house. Like you got to sleep over your baby mama house. They can't spend the night over your house. And then, you know, Twitter had to check me because, you know, I'm always tweeting and Twitter always letting me know what's up. And I appreciate the what's ups. They was like, Angie, he ain't got no house for them kids to spend the night in. That's his mama and them house. And his mama lived there. His daddy lived there. His sister lived there. The sister, 2 kids lived there. And the brother lived there whenever his baby mama feel like kicking him out the house. So I'm like, oh, okay, there ain't enough room for his kids. It's not enough space for them kids to spend the night. But you know what? They could, because see, back in the day at my grandmother's house, when she had all the grandkids over, we used to make cute little pallets on the floor. And see, that's what's wrong with this new generation. They too good to sleep on a good pallet. That's when grandma used to lay out about 2 or 3 blankets. We didn't have no air mattress. Granny would lay out of 2 or 3 blankets, and then she'd give us a ton of pillows, and we could take a few of the pillows, not off the good couch, but off the living room couch that you're allowed to sit on, get a couple of pillows, and you and all 5, 6, however many cousins you have, it was 5 of us, we all laid our ass down and went to sleep on the floor on a good little pallet. So them kids could lay down and spend the night over your grandma's house if you really wanted them to. But kids nowadays, they too good to get a pallet. Whatever. Whatever. But sir, I don't know why you're on the show talking about put a ring on it. You need to put a down payment on it first. You ain't even got to get a little house. Can you just get your security deposit together so you can go get a little apartment? Get your little apartment on it first. Then date who you want to date, ladies. Live how you want to live, ladies. But I don't want to be with no man. And I got to live up in his mama house. Number one, what's the child name? Catherine, where your house? Where was your apartment at before you guys were even dating? Why are you his girlfriend in the parents' house? My son already know. I got your back all day. I'll support you. You fall on a hard time, I got your back. But your girlfriend better go over her mama house. It ain't no shacking up over here. I wouldn't even want an engagement ring from a man that ain't put me at least up in a little 1-bedroom apartment. Because y'all ain't got no kids together. At least a 2-bedroom so his son can have a room when he needs so he ain't got to go spend the night over the ex-wife house. But you talking about a ring. You worried about being on TV and when he gonna propose, and y'all need to be in put a financial class, a budget on it. Y'all need to be budgeting. Worried about your revenues and expenses, how much money we make every month and how much it's going to cost for the rent, the lights, the water, the car note, the insurance, groceries. Put a budget on it first. So until Ricky and Catherine get an apartment, they need to be kicked off the show. Because we ain't talking about wedding rings when you ain't even got no place to lay your head. That's all out of order. I'd be pissed off if my son be like, Mom, me and my girlfriend, we got to get on our feet. Can we come live with you? And say I was nice enough to let the girlfriend come. It probably ain't gonna happen, but let's just say I was. Do you know how pissed off I'd be if I turn around one day and he down on one knee giving her a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 ring, but you ain't put a good $1,200 down payment on an apartment? Ugh, both of y'all get out. Both of y'all gotta go. Go be in, put your ring on it on the park bench, but both of y'all gotta go. And I guess that I'm being a bitch. Let me get off of it. Y'all still on Tiffany. Tiffany punked that dude into a baby. I want to know how they had a baby, but they wasn't having no sex. Lewis over here crying his wife don't give him none, but hey, I guess she gave you some that night. Dunbar, I mean, sorry for the confusion. Oh, Dunbar is lame too. Like it fits both. It fits both, Devion. He having his girl live with his whole family. A mess. Yeah, Ricky's date was speechless. I was speechless. These kids don't know. They don't know nothing about a good pallet. Nothing. And then you had to get up early because you couldn't have all the blankets all over your grandmother's house. Everybody had to get up and fold up them blankets and put them up and fix her couch. She didn't give a damn how much sleep you got. You should have went to bed when she told you to go to bed. But once she up, okay, get all these pallets up off the floor and fix up my living room and come over here and eat. Damn, I miss all that on him. Why they cast him on this show. So they can give us something to talk about. We can't have too many normals. We can't have too many do-rights on the show or we wouldn't have nothing to talk about. So If Dr. Stacy isn't giving them some kind of budgeting class, she's giving them a disservice. Bro, the producers wild for they wild for being on the show. Because if I knew that was my current circumstance, I'm not coming on the show to get dragged. Or maybe the show is paying them. Maybe they need to come on the show and they're willing to get dragged a little bit so they can get their little security deposit, money up. Maybe get first and last month's rent. I'm sure Oprah giving them a couple hundred per episode. Some cute so they can get them their own place. I didn't watch last season, so I don't know those people you're talking about. But let's get into the foolishness of it all. We get to Dunbar and Chance. Now, it's time for Dunbar to go out on his date. And we remember last week, Dunbar acted an ass. He cut up real good. He held his woman she held him. And I pray that the hands that I'm praying with ain't the hands that's going to have to whoop your ass. And you better bring me back a doggy bag and all the foolishness. So I was like, oh, I can't wait for Dunbar to go on the date. I want to see if Chance going to act a fool too. Oh, she didn't disappoint. She didn't disappoint. The lady come in the house, respectful. Hey, how y'all doing? Oh, you look good. And then let me go slither all in my man lap. Let me go lay all up on his chest. And oh, if you touch, I'm gonna cut you. And I'm like, girl, if you like it, I love it. Why are Chance and Dunbar here? If y'all so in love and Dunbar already know he found his wife, sir, why haven't you already bought the ring? If that's your wife and you know it, where's her ring at? If y'all doing all this cutting up and you know the premise of the show is to date other people and all the bullshit. And I don't agree with the premise of the show, but it's what you signed up for. Why are you acting a fool when you know this process has to happen? I'm highly confused. And I'm like, why are y'all here? But okay, entertain me. I'm going to cut you, go on a date. Now they on the date, and this young lady is all in the church. And Dunbar, the woman, she got to be filled and sanctified and love the Lord and all this. And she's like, oh, that's me. I'm a minister. I preach. I talk to the youth. And, I can't wait to be submissive for my husband. I want my husband to control me. She ain't say it that deep, but that's pretty much what she was saying. Like, well, I can't wait to submit to a man. I ain't never want to submit to a man so much in my life. I can't wait to do it. I know it's my duty. I'm like, Dunbar is over here with a hard on. A woman who want to submit can't wait. She was born to submit to a man. She was born to be controlled. She can't wait for a man to tell her what to do. Girl, if you like it, I love it. Y'all know how I feel about the word submission. And don't get me wrong, because I don't want to have to go down my rabbit hole, and I ain't going to go down it. Yes, I love doing things for my husband. Yes, I love to cook for him. Yes, I don't mind. I'm about to go downstairs when I finish this and wash a couple of dishes. I don't mind doing that. But I don't like it to be a rule and a regulation in my home. Like in my house, I'd be damned if a man tell me, I want my dinner on this table every night at 6. I want my kitchen cleaned by 8 and my feet rubbed by 9. Oh, let me go pack my bag because Angie ain't going to be able to do it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and get somebody else. Because no. I come from more of a togetherness. Like I went to college. I have the same educated brain that you have. I know how to make my own financial decisions. I don't need you to tell me what to do. We can discuss this and make a decision together. But hey, ladies, if y'all like it, I love it. For you. For you. We don't live back in those days where women couldn't do nothing but birth babies and they couldn't vote and do shit. We live in a very, at least in America, I mean, they trying to take some of our rights back, but hey, they ain't gonna get them back from me. I ain't submitting. But hey, old girl I believe they gave her a script. I believe they told her to say that. Anyway, so Dr. Stacy, I guess this is something they do on the show where she comes to the house and does individual Sessions. Forgive me, this is my first season. She said, I'm gonna pick Chance and Dunbar to talk to first. And I said, good, because they need the most help. They really need the most help. And he up here talking about, oh, she too independent for me. And he says something in a confessional about he needs to be in control. And the way he said it, it gave me the vibe of he's probably a 50-year-old man who wants to go pick up an 18, 19-year-old who probably doesn't have a good family life and willing to put up with any kind of bullshit from a man just so she could have a roof over her head. I feel like that's the kind of woman he's looking for. Someone who needs him, he could treat any kind of way, will put up with whatever bullshit. Not saying he's abusive or anything, but just somebody who will do whatever the fuck he say because they don't have nowhere else to go. That's the vibe. And I feel like Chance being educated, I guess she does some kind of speaking. Like she makes her own money, she makes her own decisions. That's intimidating to him. Why? I don't know. I don't have a psychology degree. I don't understand why a man finds it threatening for a woman to have a mind of her own. But you picked the wrong woman, Dunbar. Just let Chance go and go do what some of the other creeps do and go on and get you a little 20-year-old who don't know shit. And you can tell them and do whatever you want because all they want is to be taken care of. And there you go. That's the vibe he gave me, Evita, when he was talking about I have to be in control. Control of what? Like, what man needs that much power and control over a woman? Why can't I just respect you? Why do you have to control me? Those are buzzwords for me. And allegedly, I don't know the man, but when a man has to be that controlling, it gives me, he starts to spiral. And he could, I ain't saying he is, but could be abusive when he doesn't get his way and when he can't be in control. I don't know. We're going to break down his biggest, deepest, darkest secret next week. But I'm telling you, if some bullshit, I'm turning the TV off. So the doctor is like, well, what is she doing? And he was like, she always calling her daddy when it's a decision to be made instead of talking to me. I'm like, well, shit, I do that. The whole time he was talking on the phone, I'm like, shit, I do that. Like, yeah, yes, I do talk to my husband about things, but shit, I will call my dad like, daddy, so what do you think I should do? Or I need help with it, especially if it's something that my parents have an expertise in. Like, ain't even no lie. I talk to my mama damn near every other day, if not every day. And I'm always asking my mom for advice, and we talk and gossip and all of that. Most people call and talk to their parents. You got an issue that she calling and talking to her parents? And then when they ask for an example, he can't even give an example. Well, I really don't know that. I got a big dark secret. I ain't got no example, but I got a secret. Okay. Okay, so we're going to get into the secret next week. I can't wait to talk about this some more next week. Dunbar appears intimidated by Chance's dad too. Why? If you have a good woman who was raised by a good man, why wouldn't she want to talk to her dad? Like, I'm supposed to cut my daddy off because of you? Well, Dunbar is the big time Bible old school thinking. I think people who are controlling and have this way of life put it on the Bible, but it has nothing to do with the Bible. Because if you ask them, do they follow other things in the Bible? We don't do that. That's old fashioned. I don't do that. But when people who Bible thumpers like that, they pick out what they want in the Bible and want to live by that. But I bet you he don't follow everything. And then you can kiss my ass. We aren't in 20 BC. It is 2003. I have a mind of my own. I'm educated. I don't need to be controlled by no man. Any daughter who got a good relationship with her father will consult with him. Period. Period. I call my daddy all the time. All the time. Especially if it have to do with my son and college. And I ask, I ain't gonna put them kids' business in the street, but it was a situation. It have nothing to do with our children that went down into college, and it had me really upset. And I was talking to my dad about it, getting advice, because that's a field of where he used to work in. And my dad is a great father. I will always call him for advice. As long as he has breath or I have breath in my body, I ain't gonna ever not consult my father because I have a husband. I'm gonna consult everybody. That's what the village is for. He just wants someone he can blindly lead for whatever reason. I don't understand why he feels the need to control a woman, but that's a problem for me. It's a problem for me. I hope production told Phil to bring Dunbar back for some food from the restaurant. I'm hoping no real man would have done that just because Dunbar demanded it. I know I wouldn't have did it. But see, y'all remember that comedy special, Kings of Comedy, with said the entertainer. I'm a part of that wish. I wouldn't have brought it in. I wish you would say something to me for not bring. I can't. I'm hoping you say something to me because I'm not bringing you no food back. That's the energy I come from, and I need to stop being like that. But I'm sure production probably paid for all the food and probably like, go ahead and give it to him. I wouldn't have gave it to him. I wouldn't care what production said. I wouldn't have gave it to him, but it's a TV show. We need something to talk about. We need something to talk about. He's not following the Bible to the T. No, he's not. Nobody does. Nobody in current day today follows the Bible exactly to the T because it's not reasonable. We're in a totally different times. Some things don't even apply anymore. But people pick out the sections where they want to have some kind of point of view power and say, oh, the Bible says it. The Bible says a lot of things. And you ain't doing it. I ain't gonna go there. Because I don't want the Bible people coming after me. Buzzword now is submissive, but it only relates to women. They use the Bible and forget about Ephesians, where it says, submitting yourself one to another in fear of God. Like I said, people only read the verses that they want to apply to themselves, that they want to be in control of. They don't read all the verses. But hey, I mean, because I know the Lord wasn't pleased about you praying over whooping somebody's ass in the prayer. I know God wasn't pleased about that, but hey. I love that about Sid the Entertainer. I wish a motherfucker would. That's how I feel about my Beyonce concert tickets. As much as I pay for the Beyonce tickets, I wish a mofo would be close to my Beyonce seat. Oh, I want to act up so bad. But I ain't going to act up because I want to see the show. I believe at Beyonce, I will be a Karen. I will be calling security. I'm not going to act up because I want to stay and see the show. But any other concert, I'll be ready. I'll be like, oh, I wish. I'll be wanting you to. But anyway, y'all, that's put a ring on it. Again, I feel like we have to cast non-normal, conflicting situations to give us things to talk about. We have to have something to talk about. We have to have something to fix. If everyone had the perfect relationship, it wouldn't be no point of being on the show. And next week, they got to go out with their ex-boyfriends now. This I totally don't agree with. Totally. I would pull a Jeffrey. I ain't got no ex. My exes ain't shit, and I ain't got no ex to go. Because what does my ex have to tell me about my current relationship? They wouldn't be the ex if they had any good advice on getting married. If they had any point of view that I respected about marriage, I would be with them. I'd be trying to marry their ass. You still want to know what happened to Dr. Nicole? I don't know Dr. Nicole. This is my first season watching the show. I only know Dr. Stacy. But from what the streets have said, they said Dr. Nicole was too nice. I do like that Dr. Stacy puts the truth in their face, if they like it or not. Because I liked how Dr. Stacy told Dunbar, give me an example. If she doing it, give me an example. I mean, you should be able to tell me something. I like that she calls people out. And from what I heard in the streets, they said Dr. Nicole did not call people out. Oh, that's new to the show. I believe someone told me that they never did that before. I wouldn't go out with my ex. But anyway, I feel like that's worse than going out with a stranger on the street, because you know that person has chemistry. I want to see what Dunbar gonna do to Chance's ex. Because see, you can't do that with somebody she really know. They might whoop your ass. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. I got some lemon pepper wings downstairs, and I hear my husband in the kitchen, and I don't want him to eat up all my lemon pepper wings, because I wish he would eat up all my lemon pepper wings. I'm a mess. Tomorrow I'll get into Drag Race. I haven't watched the episode yet, so look out for that review tomorrow. If you aren't into Drag Race, Kitchen Table Talk is on I guess they call it a hiatus. It's on a little break. Me and Beans are really, really busy, and it's tax season, so I'm really, really busy with taxes. So I just don't have time to produce the show right now, but it will be back probably around the end of April, beginning of May. So look out for that then. But you all have a good evening. I'll be back tomorrow for something. Look out for it. And if not, I'll see you next week. So have a good weekend, y'all. Have a good night. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye.